behind the scenes. And from redefining the father or the role of the father or who the father is, we are coming to music as a tool for social reawakening. We have Jaiye, Worldstar, musical artist and songwriter. Music, as we all know, has always been more than entertainment. It has challenged governments, united communities, healed broken hearts, and inspired social change. But in time when music is increasingly driven by trends, streams, and commercial success, can it still awaken the conscience of society? Okay, today we're joined by one of Nigeria's emerging voices, musician and songwriter Jaiye Worldstar, as we explore whether music can still be a force for positive change. Jaiye, it's a pleasure to have you.
Same here, ma. Nice here. My name is Jaiye Worldstar, like you already said. I will say yes, of course. Music can be used to lend a voice, most especially, music as a social reawakening. Yeah. Music can easily, spark based on the lines you are choosing while you're making music and how you want to direct it to people and what you really want to say.
Okay.
So yes, it can be used to wake people up because it's like an alarm. When I made mention of things that you can resonate with and things you've been through, maybe, so it can just wake you up. It highlights problem, and when a problem is highlighted, it's soft.
I do agree with you on that, because one song can genuinely change the way people think. And there's something happening now between those twins, Peter and Paul, P Square, and I think we're on part 8B now with Peter. And and his song, I Can't Look Away, fits into what he's talking about, what he's been through, what he's going through now with his other brothers. So yeah, I do agree with Jaiye Wonder on that. So before you became an artist, what social issues that stopped you the most?
From not being an artist.
From not being an artist, yeah.
Well, I grew up in a very rural, like urban, rural community whereby you don't have access to do so many things. You get so I have to opt out of that place and find a way to make sure, because music is something I really want to do. And
so was this outside Lagos?
Inside Lagos, but
Lagos.
I have to leave my house, leave my family, so to actually go out so I could be able to express and be in the face of people that really understand that okay, this is what I really want to do and this is how I have to go about it. Yes, so moving outside of my comfort zone has really helped me. My society has really helped me to make music really work for me.
Okay. Your background, like you said, wasn't so palatable for you, so you had to move out. Had this concerns, have you added it or infused it into your music?
Of course, every artist should make sure that whatever song you're singing, you can't forget the truth about yourself, because this is, I can say this won't happen to just you alone. Anything that happens to you might have happened to someone else before, or some people or some persons out there are going through that thing. So the moment you try to infuse that in your song, of course they are your fan. That's the best way to actually figure out your fan. Look at your environment,
because they can relate with it.
Yeah, look at your environment. What's the problem going on in your environment? Just like we have to fight corruption, injustice, hardship, and all of that. Yes, music, if you can actually just tackle that with music, for real. So I would just advise people make sure whatever thing you're going through, you're not the only one. Make sure you put that to your lines when you're making songs. Whosoever will resonate with it, anybody going through stuff like that.
Should I put you on the spot?
Wait, before you put it, while he's thinking,
I want him to sing.
You have told him now, so you start thinking. But before we put you on the spot, picking it from, not forgetting where you are coming from and making sure that your music reflects your story. I know that Fela Fela's songs, some of his songs, you know, tackled societal issues,
ills,
and those were songs that were sung decades ago, and those things are still relevant today. I mean,
is it not Nigeria?
Because we are still in that
we are still, you know, we are still in that problem,
Yeah.
and nobody would have ever thought that we will still be going through such things now. So they are still very, very relevant today. And so when you look at the line of musical artists that we have today and the kind of songs that are being chunked out, are they songs that really address societal issues? Are they just about just entertaining people? Do you see the songs as songs that are really, you know, targeted towards addressing the issues that we are going through as a nation?
All right, thank you so much. Speaking on that, I will say we have different artists, right? And we sing differently. So people like me, I don't forget myself whenever I'm making a song. I make sure that every element is speaking about one thing or the other. But in a situation whereby this is Nigeria, like you said earlier, we've not been able to opt out all of this problem. And I just feel like at some point we need cruise, we need vibe.
To make us forget our problem?
Let's just shake it off and, you know, move on. So I feel like there are some artists that are actually giving vibes and cruise and all of that. And there are still like a lot of artists doing great music and, you know, mentioning and labeling problems that we are meant to like face together and keep on waking people up to it. That look, I don't forget, see, we get bad roads. Look, I don't forget, see. So all of like, as much as we are catching vibes, you know, there are artists that still does that for us. So
it's balanced.
Yeah, it's a balanced thing because as we are doing everything, we can't just get serious and, you know, no cruise, no playtime and all of that. So I feel like there are some artists that does that, and there are some of us like me now. I do like some of these movie soundtracks, like likes of BTS, likes of Ageshikole, King of Thieves.
Please don't mention them.
Oh, okay, and so on and so on.
Movie soundtracks.
So you know, you really have to say a word without saying a word. You have to mention so many things without mentioning them. So that's just how it works. So people like me, yes, I still remember so many things while I'm writing my songs. I make sure that I let people remember that I don't forget to say problems still deal as we are catching vibes.
Okay, you mentioned making good music. So, for you, what makes it a good music? What do you think of first and say, oh, I want to make good music? Is it the beat? Is it the lyrics? Is it possible to merge both? You know, still, you know, not forgetting waiting day ground and, you know, the beat itself. Is it possible to merge both? Is it possible to, you know, still send a message and having good beats?
Of course, yes, it depends on the genre of music you are trying to do. I would say you can pass a message while you are putting out a slow song.
Okay.
And it has to do with the listener also, because it has to do with your mind accepting that sound. How do you perceive a good music? How can you say it's a good music? It has to do with the listener, because if you're not a good listener, you can't differentiate between a good one.
What I'm trying to say is it that you cannot send a message with like upbeats?
You can still, that's what I'm saying. You can still, but it's just better.
It's just better. The message.
There's a way to like pass this message. So if you really have a message to pass, I don't advise that you make it a fast beat, so that, you know. So
people can get carried away with the beats.
I will get carried away.
Yeah, because you just
you just. That's what I'm asking.
So you can still pass a message with the fast beat, but it depends on the kind of message.
Okay.
Right? Singing a love song on a fast beat is still passing a message. And talking about maybe singing about maybe I don't want to mention names, but when you're saying we really have to fix this place, we really have to fix this place, we really have to make it a good place for people to stay, you know, things like that. I am not mentioning anybody. I am not mentioning any, but then I am just passing a message, but it has to go really slow for people to like understand and get the message on your own trip.
Okay.
So, but then there are different messages you can pass with the upbeat.
With
You
the
get-
upbeats.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can pass your message, but then it's just better when it's slower.
So that
Yeah.
people can reflect
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
You know, I said I was going to put you on the spot. You know, I
Mhm.
wanted you to sing
Don't
a song,
already
but
done.
but you sang. But I want something you have written. You know, something you have written yourself.
Okay.
And is it out? Is it out there?
Yeah, I'm going to like do like 2 like verse on a row,
Okay.
which is the 2 songs are out there.
Okay.
Yeah, but they are movie soundtracks, but they are pretty much out there. So
Out there.
yeah, so when first one is the love song. The
You don't
second
need
one,
love.
you know, why? Even I mean, love is in the Bible. We have to like still keep loving each other, despite the fact that everything is going one way or the other. But then we can't throw love away,
Yeah.
right? So, can I like go on?
Yes, go on.
Okay. So this is Love and New Notes. It's a soundtrack on Love and New Notes, and okay, I go. I know this life is not for the weak. Oh, spending my time focusing on me. Man, I pay attention, listen to my inner self. Rise above the noise, letting my spirit shine. Dedicate all of my time, this stress is not for me. Oh, I wanna go far away, far away, far away, far away. I wanna go far away, far away, far away, far away. So that's Far Away in Love and New Notes by Timini Yegbuson. So the second one is Tọ̀tún tòsì lẹyẹlé fi ń kórè wálé o. Múra síṣẹ́ o, má ṣe ṣọ̀lẹ. Àlùbáríkà òòṣà òkè ló ń fi lé ní lọ́wọ́. Àmọ́ má kọjá mi o. Kì máa ìṣòrin àdòbólẹ̀ kọ́. A ní òòṣà pọ́n. Múra síṣẹ́. Ìwọ akíkanjú ènìyàn. Mo rí ìṣàpọ̀n. Akíkanjú gbéra nílẹ̀ kó dìde oh. So this is actually passing a message to you know.
Fantastic voice.
Thank you.
Look at the way I was staring at him. Now, is this thing I'm hearing coming out of him? You have a
Thank you so
fantastic
much.
voice. There's so many celebrity musicians we have today that cannot sing without auto-tune. They can't do live like this. Fantastic voice. Let me clap for you.
Thank you, man.
Okay. So
And then looking at you, you also remind me of Majek Fashek. Has it been an inspiration? Because your voice is almost like
you get that a lot.
the only thing is that you're
dark.
You're dark.
Yeah.
You're not as light skinned as
Majek
me.
is light skinned, yeah.
But you have a fantastic voice.
Thank you so much.
And the message
Thank you so much, man.
tight.
Thank you, man.
Well done.
Yes, man. Thank you so much.
Okay, so are you just into doing soundtrack for movies or?
No. I do other songs. I have proper songs apart
Okay.
from movie soundtracks.
Okay.
Yeah, I have them online.
Okay, since we're still talking about music as a tool for social reawakening, now a lot of young people see musicians as role models, see them as people who are musicians, like are people who they look up to them for direction. And so again, do musicians really understand the responsibility that they have as influencers?
I will say my answer can be like yes and no, but for some people, some of us we are aware, because you can easily influence people out there by what you put out and what you allow people see of you. But some of us, I don't know, I don't feel like, because we still see like some things out there whereby are not like meant to like be seen for the like upcoming generation, but then I just feel like everything is happening for the cruise of it and all of that. So we're just having fun on social media and all of that. So yeah, yes, I am aware that whatever you do, whatever you put out will influence one or two persons out there, and you need to be really watchful of what you put out. Yeah.
Do you write all your songs?
Yes, I write all my songs. Yeah, and I also write for people.
Okay. You write for people,
Yeah.
and you write your songs.
Yeah.
But do you sing songs of
Other people.
written by other people?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was there any time that you had to reject, some form of lyrics that didn't align with what you were trying to project?
Yeah, that's very possible. Yeah, I do that sometimes. If you already said it, if the lyrics does not align with, or is not really what we want, or there are some other lines that fits more, that synonymous, but sits better while you're singing. So we have to like consider that. So it's not, I won't say like a rejection, but like really like fixing it and putting it in shape and like make it work. Yeah, modify. Yeah.
Because from what you just sang, the two different songs, I see, even though it's a love song, I see some kind of some activism in it. You're trying to sell something that you believe in, that you stand for. Is it possible, or how well, no, it is possible, how well does entertainment and activism, go together?
So this takes me back to the actual question, yeah. You can be an activist, yeah, and still be a musician. Example, like Faust the bad guy.
Yeah, why would I forget Faust?
So you can be both. It's very possible.
It's possible.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not possible. How well do you?
For me, yes, I will do that with my lines while singing. So most people believe when you're an activist, you have to come out there and start doing
very placard.
But then you can just do so many things while you're in the studio and you're recording songs that thousands of ears can listen to, and they be like, oh, okay, this is actually what is supposed to be done. This is actually what we want and all of that. So yes, for me, it's a possible thing, and it's something that I really do a lot. So I would just say people should please listen to like some of my songs online, so they will see more of that.
Okay. Yeah. Just before we wrap up now, so we have something called Lagos Sense, where you share your Lagos experience on the show. And so for you, what is one thing or one experience that you cannot forget?
It's proper Lagos.
It's proper Lagos.
Well, I won't really want to go far, so I'll just say this happened today. While I was
today.
Because I was supposed to be here.
On your way here?
Yeah, I was supposed to be here like earlier than
so.
My Uber driver, there's this keke guy that actually ran into my Uber driver and still claiming right on the federal road. And I was like, I have an interview, can you just let us go? And he was just ready to fight, both me and the Uber driver and everybody. And I was just like, please allow me go.
This is Lagos
guy. Like I had to sit back and be like, why do you think you are here, you're outside here to make your own money?
Why are you stopping me?
Will you just carry your keke and go and make your money? It's not like you run into us and you still the claim right. Like, I was like, I can't even get that off my head till the rest of the day.
That is true Lagos sense. Anyway, Jaiye Worldstar, why the name Worldstar?
Well, people, my actual name is Jayola, and
Jayola
I
what?
just find out
Jayola what?
Adebowale Ali. So I would just say, people get to start calling me Worldstar. I don't know what they see. I don't know, but that name Worldstar just keep popping up from everywhere, and then I'd be like, okay, I think I'll just go with this one, Jaiye Worldstar.
I've heard of World Best. I've not heard of Worldstar before.
Yeah.
I know who they call World Best. Bukola Tiloko song. Shout out to Mofe.
Yeah, Mofe.
Okay, Joy, let's go.
Yeah, interesting conversation we've had. talking about music as a tool for social reawakening, and I guess Jaiye Worldstar, has taken us through the world of music and how it can be a tool, to push for societal change. Thank you so much for your time, and we wish you the very best.
Yeah, thank you.
With this voice.
Of course. Don't forget us.
With this voice, you move from Jaiye Worldstar, Jaiye World Best, Jaiye World Fantastic, Jaiye World All-Rounder.
Just remember us in your kingdom.
Thank you.